I told you it'd be short. Welcome back to Squid Junction 41. I am Weef and I am here with Bio. We are coming right back into yet another very exciting set. Healthy Diet Food Groups versus Captain Happy Crew. Bio, do you have any thoughts? I know you were looking at their rosters on Battlefield just a second ago.
Oh, well, I mean, healthy diet food groups, I don't think needs introduction.
No.
Between their eyebrow-raising name and their even more eyebrow-raising gameplay, they are definitely a pretty established high-level team, so we are definitely going to see a very high quality of gameplay. However, Captain Happy Crew, looking at their roster, did definitely throw me for a bit of a loop. This does seem to be a pickup of several players, however, notably Dan, the Stamper player for Wipeout Punks, I believe, is on there. So we will definitely be seeing some Splatana Stamper or Splatana Wiper compositions coming out on their side. While Healthy Diet Food Groups, I believe we will see more mainstream some more mainstream compositions with maybe one or two weapons thrown in there that they want to experiment with. But on their side, I don't think we will see anything particularly special, especially on this game one Splat Zones on Flounder fights. This is definitely a very close range favored map. I believe it'll be difficult for Captain Happy Crew to pull off one of those Splatanas on this map. However, they may bring out some more weapons like sloshers, like a machine or the vanilla slosher, tri slosher. But aside from those frontline picks, I'm not quite sure what we might see here. Do you have any ideas on backlines, midline supports? What do you think,
We've been seeing yet more. The debate over Flounder Heights is endless. We can't decide if it's a good map or a bad map, if we should include it in tournament list or let it burn in the fiery pits of hell. But you can see a very clear divide on who likes this map and who doesn't, based on what role they play. Backlines, like me, think this map should go rot in a pit somewhere, while frontlines, are the ones who are actually able to take advantage of this map's weird geometry and the height aspect and just all the flank routes are much more happy with it. Me personally, like I said, I'm not a big fan. I can see its merit, I appreciate it, but I still don't think it's quite that much fun to play on, other than playing X-Flow, of course. X-Flow on this map is really funny.
Yeah, well, as a frontline player myself, I must say this is one of the definitely better maps in the game. Let me guess, Weef, you like mincemeat splat zones, huh?
Only in solo queue because I can grind X power in it.
Yes, of course, it's just free games for you and your
It's
Hydra, isn't
very
it?
funny. It's incredibly funny.
However, here as we come in, we are now seeing the weapon compositions, and just like I said, a Splatana Stamper coming out from the side of Happy Crew Stan. However, we're going to see a Nautilus from Quanyo. Very interesting. You don't see this weapon a lot in this current meta. While Healthy Diet Food Group is going to surprise me, coming out with two very special weapons, Splatana Wiper and Carbon Roller Deco. Trade coming out on both sides. Ice already coming out with a Tri-Strike while it is being met by another. That is the current state of the meta, folks. This 10 attack splatter shot from Captain Happy Crew, looking to go for an aggressive angle, gonna get shut down by that Carbon Roller, looking for maybe a far flank. Yes, going to most likely commit, while the rest of their team is looking to simply hold their zone and push very, very slowly.
We're seeing now Captain Happy Crew getting some really nice picks off of Healthy Diet Food Groups. They were for a second 2 down, and now they actually have a solid hold here. We're a minute into the game, and we just reached the point where a team has scored more than 10 points, which is super awesome. I love this map mode. It's awesome. We're watching this Nautilus here, and Nautilus is a pretty good answer to the questions that this map raises. It doesn't have the issues that the longer Swatlings have with just the range on this map, but it's more aggressive. It allows you to take, more forward positions that you kind of need to take on this map. But now we're going to the part of which my personal favorite thing about this map. When you are defending, you are fighting an uphill battle. You have to really coordinate your specials and really coordinate your flanks in order to break back in. And even then, it just takes so long to cap the zones because this is a double zones map. So we'll see how Captain Happy Crew handles this advantage with this Zipcaster going right in, hopefully to get picks.
Definitely, the Zipcaster going very, very deep. However, it does not really look for picks, only looks to neutralize the far zone. I'm not sure if that was a good idea. However, pick on the Splatana Wiper on the side of Healthy Diet Food Groups. Captain Happy Crew looking to push here. However, as Healthy Diet Food Groups start going into knockout territory, points are ticking quickly. 10 points remaining, 9 points remaining. This Carbon Roller gets 2 picks. Very impressive. It is only up to the Zipcasters to get multiple kills. And they do. This Carbon Roller is not quite able to fend off that Stamper, that Chainsaw Man. And Stan and his team are looking to push off of the multiple kills they are getting. Very impressive clutch from the Stamper player, getting kill after Zipcaster after Burst Bomb, and managing to secure Captain Happy Crew a second chance at tapping this zone. And just as I say that, that is a unfortunate disconnect from Healthy Diet Figures. However, folks, this is not replay territory.
But, I mean, they end the game anyway, and will probably face the consequences for that, taking a game off themselves. Potentially, I'm not exactly sure what the rules are for ending a game when you're not supposed to, but Healthy Diet Food Groups did push down, I believe, all the way to 4, which is way past the 50-point mark that is basically tournament standards at this point. So, unfortunately, we're going to see what the ruling on that. The game does count, apparently. I'm not sure what that means in either way, but yeah, that's certified Splatoon 3 Classic. I think we've all noticed how many disconnects we've been having this last week. Something's up. Something's fishy. Somebody's chewing on the wires at Nintendo headquarters. So,
Definitely, and now we are confirming that Captain Happy Crew will receive the point for that disconnect game. And we are now moving on to map 2, Clam Blitz on Mako Mart. We've talked to me here. What do you think we are going to be witnessing here as our game 2 map?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a trend tonight. We've been seeing a metric ton of wipers. Only a few games where, you know, we haven't seen one. I actually don't think there has been one. And we're... Hello?
Very interesting development here, folks. We're going to be seeing the brand new game mode for Splatoon 4. A 3v4 as Captain Happy Crew come out with an automatic man advantage. Never mind, not quite. People did not like Splatoon 4. It was not received very well by critics, and we are now reverting to Splatoon 3, where we will ideally come back very shortly with an ideal 4v4. But while we wait for that, so based on the comps that we just saw them come out with, do you think they're going to do you think Healthy Diet Food Groups, when they bring back their 4th player, do you think we will see them come out with that very ambitious Carbon Roller Deco plus Splatana Wiper composition? Do you think that could work here?
Well, I mean, I know Eevee loves their Carbon, so I don't think they'll switch off it anytime soon, but I mean, the Wiper is a pretty good pair with it. They're both super aggressive, both good at doing aggressive things, I guess. I mean, why do you think we've been seeing so much Wiper in the meta lately?
Well, a lot of people have confirmed this, and, well, I wouldn't say confirmed it, but they've summed it up very, very well. If your weapon is good at either breaking crab or running away from crab, it's probably going to be very good on this meta, and that is exactly what we are seeing Wiper have. It is one of the best weapons for both evading crab and breaking crab, which are very, very valuable attributes to have in this meta. And on top of that, with its extreme mobility, good skirmishing potential, and consistent kill time, it is beginning to overshadow some of their quick respawn weapons, such as Ink Brush or Tetradualies, my beloved. And as sad as that may be, Splatana Wiper is seeing a lot of widespread use due to just A, how good a main weapon it is, and B, which something I didn't mention, its kit. Its kit has great synergy with the main weapon. That torpedo is so good for poking, for finding opponents, gaining information, and also being used as sometimes a mini meat shield or a distraction to help you in fights, which is something that Wiper benefits greatly from when it is going in alone for those 1v1 or 1v2 fights that quick respawn weapons go for frequently.
I'm so happy that Ultra Stamp is like kind of a functional special now. Those shot like I've been playing a lot against it recently because there's been so many wipers and people have been playing Mini recently, which is a wild concept. But I don't know, you just can't run from it like you used to. Some BS death or some BS avoidances that you used to be able to pull off just don't work anymore. I used to be able to just walk backwards with my like a heavy swelling and just charge and then release like a little partial charge and just instantly eviscerate a hammer user. But because the shock waves extend at range so much, like it's actually a threat. I like it. I'm so happy because it's a very fun special.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Now, as you were saying, with people playing Mini, I'm not sure if people are playing that much of the normal, of the vanilla Mini kit. I think you may be thinking a little bit more about Zinc Mini, which...
No, I've been seeing like
Really?
very rarely, but I have been seeing the V Mini be pulled out, which is
Really?
like I said, an absolute concept.
Definitely. Now, what do you think regarding this carbon roller? Do you think it may be very useful here on Mako Mart? It is definitely one of the better maps for the weapon, but considering how other choices such as Machine may be better suited to both the map and the meta, do you think we might see we might not see the carbon roller deco return from the side of Healthy Diet food groups?
I mean, if you like a weapon it's sometimes it's not down to what's meta, it's down to what you have fun with. And if this player really likes Carbon, I can definitely see them sticking with it. Carbon is definitely and just incredibly annoying on this map. A skilled Carbon player can make this map a living hell. You can't trust any drops, you can't trust any ledges. You live in fear, and we'll see if Eevee decides to pull it back out. But you see those star banners on their banner, they bring it back out.
Definitely, and I must say I love this composition coming out from Captain Happy Crew. That Stamper plus Rapid Blaster Deco. I gotta say I'm in love with this team. However, even on top of that, a Bamboozler from Healthy Diet food groups already finding a pick on the Splatana Stamper, pushing very aggressively with their other two Slayers, looking to deal with that Rapid Blaster. However, not quite. This 52 is going to get so much value on those sides. However, incredible fight from the Bamboozler. Great movement, great charge management, and most of all, great aim to just absolutely diff that 52 out of the water.
If you're good at a weapon, and you're good enough to be better at somebody who is mediocre with a good weapon, oh no. This is so sad.
And just like that, folks, we are going to be having another unfortunate disconnect. However, unlike our game one, these are grounds for a replay. So rest assured, this will not be the end of the set here. However, it has been the same player disconnecting from Healthy Diet food group, so it is worrying. I think it may not be so much Nintendo's fault here. I think it may be a slight issue with the user's internet, but can't judge. It's happened to me before, I can assure you.
Peer-to-peer, it's never good. $20 a year, by the way. 20 is in chat for how many dollars we pay per year for this absolutely wonderful online service. It's rough. Not everyone can afford to get Ethernet. Not everyone has internet, like good internet, even if you do have a LAN adapter and all that. It's rough out there, folks. And it's even rougher when the lobby just explodes when a single player has bad net, like can happen in Splatoon.
Oh, oh, definitely. And actually, we've been seeing the rise of these disconnects in major games, especially with the Ink TV qualifiers and sets. We've been seeing it blow up all over Twitter. Oh, Zero Deaths disconnected and lost the set. Oh, this one team didn't qualify for Ink TV because of a disconnect in the set. It has all been rampaging a lot, and hopefully of course, hopefully is a bit of a long shot, but hopefully Nintendo takes notice of this and actually pays their IT staff just a little bit more. But
it's not even that. Just the fact that there are no servers for this game. It's
sure.
rough. It's rough. Once again, there's somebody at Nintendo just like taking a little nibble. wondering if those black cables taste like licorice.
Oh, that is definitely one way to look at it. Um, but yeah, I will admit, Nintendo's sticking like really hard-headed to this peer-to-peer connection is seeing a lot of consequences for a lot of competitive scenes. Not necessarily just Splatoon. We're seeing other esports such as the Smash Brothers Ultimate community suffer with this extreme lag, this extreme latency, these disconnects, stuff like that happening due to this poor connection of an outdated method such as peer-to-peer. So Nintendo, if you're listening, get some servers, man. We're telling you, you need
You're not
them.
gonna
This
listen.
is
You're running off of pure copium. As we are running off of pure copium, I don't know if we confirm this is going to get replayed. I'd imagine Healthy Diet Food Groups is trying to scramble to figure out how they're going to be able to get this player to connect properly. So,
oh,
woo,
definitely. Yeah,
we
if you were healthy
yeah.
hot diet food groups, you must be scrambling. As well, you're either kind of in a rock and a hard place. You either get the person to come into the room yet again and risk getting a disconnect, which will lose you the set now because that is the second disconnect of the game, or you scramble to find a substitute, which risks you getting DQ disqualified from the set overall because well, you're just taking too long. So I don't know. I feel sorry for them. It's not their fault that Nintendo just can't quite figure out what it wants to do with its online service, and it's really heartbreaking to see the effects that it has on competitive play.
It affects casual players too, not to mention, but it just like you'll hear casual players just compare about the net problems. It draws people hear the tick rate that Splatoon has and they're like, what? How is it that low when they're coming from other games? They're just it affects a lot, but unfortunately there's nothing we can do about it except get right back into this game. Looks like Healthy Diet Food Groups does get their fourth in. I'm not even gonna talk about the DCs in hopes of ignoring that it can happen, and so if we don't call upon it, it won't happen. Copium, right? Ayo?
Copium, that's just some hard copium, my friend. However, we are seeing a very similar opening. Both teams playing very cautiously. A fight goes on the right side. Both Slayers on the side of Healthy Diet Food Groups go down, and I'm sorry, and the other team is looking to find a way in with this crab tank, getting quite a bit of value, walling out Healthy Diet Food Groups from taking an advanced position on one of the stacks to go down on the side of Captain Happy's team. 3 go down. It is only the Rapid Blaster Deco. That is a full wipe, and Healthy Diet Food Group's looking to take advantage of this opportunity to get a very advanced position in mid and hold their ground.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a team that moves fast, you can definitely make a lot out of a wipe like that. The push that Captain Happy made was good, but it's not exactly what you want to be seeing in Clemency. You want to be pushing far, and you want to be getting those like beautiful 70, not 70, but like at least 30 points per push, which they didn't quite reach. They just weren't able to hold for long enough, and now Healthy Diet Food Groups is going to be able to move in, getting picks. I believe that is now almost 3 down, kind of struggling to get in, but here we see what we were talking about oh so long ago, before DCs and before all those wonderful things happened where the carbon just causing so much fear, you can't get rid of it under those drops.
Definitely, and this Carbon Roller was putting in work, pick after pick. However, it's not quite enough, and Captain Happy Crew is going to push in with that aggressive potential of the 52, of that Splatana Stamper, of that Rapid Blaster, and try to find themselves a clean score here. Stan, just managing to live with that Zipcaster, trying to find some value after scoring.
Ooh.
Managed to get a pick on the Bamboozler. Very impressive 2v2 action happening here between Happy Diet Food Groups and Captain Happy Crew. However, that is only a push to 64. This is definitely doable for Healthy Diet Food Groups, especially as they get that crucial pick on the 52. Most of their aggressive potential is gone. However, this Viper can't push that aggressively. They need to play a bit slower, wait for their team to give them support, and just like that, they are going to lose whatever advantage they have as they go 3 down. Basically a delayed wipe, as this Splash-O-Matic Neo is the only one left.
Yeah, Healthy Diet Food Groups moves fast, but there's almost an argument to be made that they're going too fast. You know, maybe not supporting each other as well as they could. Maybe just kind of not adequately taking space as they go, not getting their specials, all that jazz. But now we do see them posturing. This Bamboo is looking, you know, mid straight in the eye, and it's kind of hard to approach a Bamboo with you know, how good they are at applying pressure. They are going to be holding mid here, but they are going to be forced back out before they can score, before they can get the balls, or, you know, just the positions. They are continuing to get picks, but with this Crab, it's going to be difficult. That's a wipe, though. This is going to be extremely good for them. They have quite a few clams on the board, and plenty of time to go back and get more, plenty of time to go charge their specials and get in a position where they're going to be able to jump a super clam in. They unfortunately do not get it in, and that is the wipeout returned back onto Healthy Diet Food Groups. Captain Happy Crew very happy that they managed to defend their lead.
That was a very unfortunate clam jump. If it had just been a little bit closer, Healthy Diet Food Groups would have the advantage of a lead, but it is not quite there. And in the last minute, this home stretch, Captain Happy Crew is looking to defend against Healthy Diet Food Group's sometimes frantic pace of play, as they try to find another score to secure them the lead for this game.
Yeah. And with Healthy Diet Food Groups being 3 down, only that Bamboos are left alive in a very unfortunate spot. Captain Happy Crew is going to be able to score. Looks like they're going to be able to jump in a power clam, getting it all the way down to 10 points. That's going to be a knockout for Captain Happy Crew, proving that that first game where they won because of a DC was not a fluke. They take this set 2-0.
Definitely, that is very unfortunate on the side of Healthy Diet Food Groups. It's gotta suck. You lose the first game due to a disconnect, and now you lose the set due to a knockout, as Captain Happy Group played very, very well that last game. They managed to conserve their resources, pace their engagements, and hold mid to set up a strong push like they did at the end to finally finish off Healthy Diet Food Groups. However, just as we say that is going to be the end of our third set this evening. We will be right back, folks, for our fourth match in this action-packed double elimination bracket.